start streaming. Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam. I am live streaming to you for comedy. This is a test. This is a test. A piece can reinvent the soul, fusing my memories of old. My eyes are wide open now. Magical land of ages past, earthly and evergreens at last. My senses burn bright and how, alive and so serene, all binding marriage colors green, alive and so serene, all rough and dirt and all so clean. Could stay here forever and ever. One day I'll leave the world behind, enter a place no one can find, so timeless, suspended high. All-seeing eyes rendered blind, released from prisons of the mind. And no windows tied, alive and so serene, all binding marriage colors green, alive and so serene, all rough and dirt and all so clean. Stay here forever and ever. Gentlemen, that was a stream test. Right, this is an advert. Brucey Williams drinks sharps. This is look at the gold seal of approval there, folks. It says gold. Gold, won an award. Highly recommend this beer, folks. Sharps Atlantic. It's probably the nicest beer you can buy in the shops in a bottle, and it tastes nice. It tastes like proper ale. And I don't have to code the Isle of Man for it. Bushy's beer in the Isle of Man is the finest I've tasted so far, and this comes close. Ah, very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, I don't know how many people are watching. Let's just scroll down and check if we've got any comments, or I'm not really on to someone's watching. We've got one person watching. Hey, whoever that is, thank you very much for watching. You're witnessing history right now. You're seeing Bruce singing live on YouTube. Okay. Did you ever wonder, was he telling the truth when you had to blow it all and the old witch hit the roof? Now I think it's gone too far. Now I don't know who we are. Oh, I hate to disagree with the way you see me. Maybe it's time to walk away and climb another tree to view a better world. For me, yeah, me. Was there love in this love of ours? I got sick of all the distance from me to all those cocktail bars. Don't you know that I'm a man? You gotta do the best you can. Oh, I hate to be a bore, but this time I'm sure ain't gonna cry and fuss or crawl on the floor for you. What would I have to do? Now you can be the queen until I die, but me, I think it's time to fly. Oh, I'd rather be an eagle than be your man. So now you're gonna have to catch me if you can, if you can. Instead of thinking of you, my mind is shunning you out. Are you reading the signs? Or do I have to shout? Forget that I was ever yours, 'cause baby, you changed your course. Now it's time to realize that love flows from eye to eye. I'm turning tables round, it's my turn to be a prize for who? Is it you or you? Now you can be the queen until I die. Me, I think it's time I better fly. Oh, I'd rather be an eagle than be your man. So now you're gonna have to catch me if you can, if you can. You can be the queen to catch me if you can, if you can. Did you ever wonder, was he telling the truth? That was one of my folky acoustic numbers, folks. It's called Catch Me If You Can. It's not available in the shops. It's not available anywhere, actually. So, till now, always got by on my own. I never really cared until I met you. Chills me to the bone. How do I get you alone? How do I get you alone? Did you ever wonder, was he telling the truth? And all I want for Christmas is a brand new tooth. Alright, that was another test. That was a bit of a, I don't know why I did that. I just felt like singing for some reason. It's still going out, it's still going live, so a test. Look, I was going pointing my beard at the microphone. Look, anyone out there, if you're free, if you're a person, it's got, just get out to the shop and buy bottles of this now, before the end of the world, before it's too late. It's very nice beer. Very nice beer at all. Very nice beer. Indeed. Very nice beer at all. Andres, it says Andres Carvio. Lit Tramp sings and plays guitar. Correct. This is the singing tramp. Here's my song for the tramps out there. Well, I've already done this on YouTube, so. This guitar is crazy, man, because it's got a dot. There's a mistake on it, right? I don't know if you can see it, but there's, the little white dots on the edge. One of them's in the wrong place, and it really screws me up. So, if I was... Oh, yeah. The neighbors are gonna hate me now, man. By the way, this microphone is it's just there for show. It doesn't actually do anything. Someone once asked me, what's that thing sticking off your head? Okay, takes a beating from the rain. stop by the coffee again. Coincidences, but it's closed these past few nights. And I wonder, we both fell victim to the bitterness of love, and trust deserted us when push turned into shove. Our friendship grows and we may still regain our sight. And I wonder, maybe you can find it in your heart and turn the end into a start. Let me be your friend tonight, I'll hold you till the morning light. Maybe you can find it in your heart. The words and pictures tell us stories in our minds, and sad reminders of the love we'll never find. The curtain closes and the memories turn to pain. And I wonder, the cafe owner says politely he must close, and in our voices the reluctance clearly shows. Until tomorrow is the thought that keeps us sane. And I wonder, maybe you can find it in your heart and turn the end into a start. Let me be your friend tonight, I'll hold you till the morning light. Maybe you can find it in your heart. Let me be your friend tonight, I'll hold you till the morning light. Maybe you can find it in your heart. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Anybody saw that? There's some nice symbols there from Andres Carrillo. He said, "Hey, I like the guitar." I can't read all the comments. Hold on. Not now. What's this? It is, oh, Andy Byrne, working. Yes, I remember this one. Yes, I can see the comments, folks. Yeah, all right. Working. I can't do working on acoustic. Well, I can, yeah. No. Oh no, I can't do it. But thought I'd lost you in the past. Oh, it was something we could not forecast. You gave a phrase in the style of Roger Waters. You gave a phrase. Okay. All right, man. Something wrong with the world today. I don't know what it is. There's meltdown in the skies. Right, put my guitar down now. Sorry how to do that, folks. But, yeah. We made it on our own. We made it on our own. The reason still unknown. It's crazy. It's like Google Hangouts, but with like, I don't know. Anyway, I actually came on tonight with an intention of doing a little, I'm sort of testing me, I'm recording onto my hard drive whilst live streaming, and I'm seeing if my PC can handle it, like. And I was going to do a little speech about the perils of drinking. Try this beer. It's called Sharps Atlantic. It's amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. It's like what you used to drink when you were a kid. That sounds normal. Like what I used to drink when I was 5. It's amazing. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm 21 minutes so far, and I'm still testing the sonics of my equipment. See, that was without bug. Without bug. We want bug. We want bug. We want bug. Okay, let's like. Oh man. No, I just can't think of it at the moment. Like, it's weird. But anyway, golden oldies. This is the Grand Old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. When they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Sing along. This is quite funny. This it's like a CB radio. Right. Oh, it's so easy to just guitar recommendation. Buy a nice quality nylon string guitar, folks. It beats heavy metal any day, and you don't need batteries or electricity. But I'm an electric guitar player, as you well know. Anyway, I don't know how loud this is. The neighbours might be, hey, there's 2 watching now. That means there's just the 3 of us. 2 watching. We'd have been live. We'd have been. Imagine this 30 years ago. The quality sounds really good. Nice one. Sponsored by Sharps. Imagine this 30. Imagine it. Imagine it. We could have, if the 113 Club could have been broadcast live out to the world. I mean, any Americans watching tonight? You know, it's crazy. We used to use a telephone to speak to Americans, and now we can just go online. Well, what time is it? Obviously, like when you do these live broadcasts, it kind of gets stored, and then, you know, people can watch it later on. It's crazy. It's just, you don't have to worry about anything. YouTube automatically records it. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. There's a little test and that. Like, I was gonna talk about my first, while I'm having a bevy and just chilling out. Like, I wanted to talk about my first Jimi Hendrix experience. Or some people might call it the John Bonham experience, or you could call it the John Hendrix experience, I suppose, or the Jimmy Bonham experience. But nevertheless, it's when I was 16 years old, when I was a young whippersnapper, and I went to a punk party with one of my friends, with all the punk rockers from Birkenhead, and we were all, you know, it was quite a crazy gathering, like, and as the story goes, me and the lad I was with, we went to the off license, what we call the off license, or the outdoor, to buy beer to take to the party, and it was closed. We missed it by a few minutes, so we didn't have a single drink between us, right? And we had to go to this party, and there's nothing worse than walking into a party, folks, empty-handed, is there? And everyone else has brought their own beer and everything, you know. So we get to this party, there's like punks everywhere, all dancing to loud, great punk music, and we're all, you know, it was like a brilliant atmosphere, it was excellent, but we were totally sober. We didn't have a single drink between us, right? We sat down on a sofa, and all these punks were all dancing and singing and everything to the records and that. And then this punk sat down between me and the lad I was with. This punk sat down next to us, and he had 4 cans of Harp Lager. I don't know if any of you remember Harp Lager. And he puts the Harp Lager on the floor, and then I think he had to go to the toilet. So he gets up and he goes into another room to go to the toilet or somewhere. And me and the lad I was with, he picks up the cans and says, "Quick, drink them now, before the lad gets back." So I had this straw, what used to be magic straw. It was like, you know the Bunsen burners in school, and there was like a rubber tube that you used to attach to Bunsen burners. Well, I used to drink with this straw to like, for, you know, if it was like, if I really wanted to get drunk, or if I needed to drink really swift, right? So, within like, it must have been 10 to 20 seconds, I opened one can, put my tube in there, went the whole can of lager in one go, crushed the can, hid it behind the sofa, because we knew this guy was going to come back looking for his beers, you know what I mean? Then I opened the other can as fast as I could, put the tube in there, whole can in like, you know, about 3 seconds or something, right? So there's 2 cans of lager, right? 2 cans of lager, straight down the hatch, through a tube, through my magic straw, right? And then I crushed the can up and threw it behind the sofa and that, like, and the other lad was sort of throwing his back as fast as he could, like. Next thing, the guy comes back in the room, and he looks down, and he realises his cans aren't on the floor by where he was sitting, and he naturally thinks he's left them somewhere else, because he must have been already drunk, right? So he goes, where did I leave my beer? So he gets off, so it was like, no problem there, we got away with that, no problem, right? And then this lad sat down next to me. If you imagine this bottle of wine, right? It's you remember in the 80s in England, if anyone's out there who's going to watch this later on, maybe, I don't know. There used to be bottles of wine called Concord wine. It was like fizzy plonk, but it was quite strong. And this guy sat next to me with his bottle of Concord with the top off. He didn't have a top on it, like, and he was already off his head. You know what I mean? And he was sitting next to me, and he closed his eyes like that. And he basically fell asleep for a few minutes, if you know what I mean. So while he had his eyes closed, I got my magic tube out. I just went, put it in his bottle, and just went, and watched the whole bottle of wine just go, like magic, as if by magic, abracadabra. I'm now going to make this bottle of Concord wine disappear, as if by magic. So I drank the whole bottle within about 4 seconds, I think it was. I'm not sure, right? And I managed to take the tube out the bottle, and he didn't even see it, like, you know what I mean? He didn't sense it or see it, like, and it was still out cold and that, like, but I just sat back, like, and obviously after 2 cans of lager and a bottle of wine within the space of, say, 3 minutes maybe, I don't know, I started feeling completely and utterly out of it, like, and I sat down on the floor and spoke to this chick who I never knew before. She was like a biker chick who was at the party. I didn't know her name. Well, I got to know her, like, and she was like, "What's your name?" I was like, and I was so drunk I didn't know what I was talking about, basically. And I was like, "Yeah, my name's Bruce, yeah." And then all I remember is all the punks all flipping out, the music getting. It was a great party, you know what I mean, guys. And I remember going to the toilet, and I don't want to talk about the disgusting things seen in the toilets. The bathtub full of vomit and things like that. It wasn't a good, wasn't nice. But anyway, I made it back to this girl sitting in the where the disco was going on. Like, and I said a couple of words or something. Then I started seeing double, right? And then I stood up and I couldn't drink anymore. Obviously, I'd done too much too soon. Obviously, I was only 16. And then I seen this like camper bed in the other half of the cellar, this like camper bed sticking out, and I made me way to this camper bed. I was seeing double and everything. I was like, the party. I was only there for like half an hour, and the party was already over, you know, for me personally, like. And I just crashed out on this sofa thing, and I was lying on my back actually, you know, like ready to just black out. And this girl, she comes over to me, you know, the girl I'd just been speaking to. And she was going, you can't fall asleep like that. You might choke. And I was like, go away, leave me alone. And I was actually trying to push her away, you know what I mean? Just wanted to go to sleep. What she did was she pushed me on my side and forced me to sort of lie on my side, yeah. So I was lying on my side on the bed, like. It was like a camping bed that was right on the floor kind of thing, yeah. And so she positioned me like on my side, and then left me alone. And then I remember just blacking out, the music fading into the background. The next thing I know, it's daylight and the birds are singing, like tweet tweet. Missed the whole party, and I actually woke up like super glued with vomit. It was. It's funny now in hindsight, but it wasn't funny at the time. And I was like literally like a super glue to the floor. This pool of vomit on the floor next to me, and my face was like that. I managed to break off it. It went like broke off the floor, and I was like, oh my word! But if that girl hadn't turned me on my side, I would have had the Jimi Hendrix experience that night. Do you know what I mean? So whoever it was, you know, I don't know what it was. Well, I don't want to say any names, but, you know, if she's watching, she saved me life that night, actually, you know what I mean? So it was like either, you know, the John Bonham, Jimi Hendrix experience. But, like, don't drink 2 cans of lager and a bottle of Concord wine in 2 minutes with a rubber straw, because it's not good for you, kids, you know what I mean? That's my advice to you. So anyway, what's the time? That tube was horrible, pure rubber. Those tubes, well, they had gas going through them in school, you see. Because I took mine from school. Well, yeah, man, that's a little story about how I basically should have died there if it wasn't for that girl putting me on my side. It was a crazy circumstance. So, you know, as you can see, I have no rubber tubes tonight. So yeah. Andrew, who's watching, he'll remember the rubber tubes incident when we were on Ford Estate in the stables. When we drank a bottle of hard lager and a bottle of cider each. Everyone who was there was 3 or 4 lads. We were all punk rockers, all off our heads, and we all had a rubber tube. No, it was like, that was it. It was we drank half a bottle of cider first in a few seconds, then a can of lager, then completed. It was the original, it was the first ever snake bite. If I reckon we invented the snake bite there, the real snake bite, and that's how you do it. You meant to. That's what we did that night anyway. We drank half a bottle of cider. I mean, a big bottle of cider, you know, which like each, we all had one each, Woodpecker or whatever it was. I think it was Woodpecker or Old English. Whole bottle of cider and a can of beer. Doesn't sound much really, like, but with a rubber tube, it's lethal. Don't do it, kids. It's not good for you. Anyway, I do. Yes, my wife's uncle Paul Davies. Yeah, he was there. Yeah, man. We watched the black and white TV. Which was connected to a car battery. I remember the next day being one of the worst hangovers I've ever had in my life, actually, which is crazy. But yeah, man. We were in a stable. We weren't in the stable condition. I'll say that for nothing. And then, yeah, and a lad called Gilly, yeah. Gilly and Macca. Macca and Gilly. We were punks. And then we went out like a mad rampage, running around the Ford Estate like vandals. But yeah, anyway, I'm getting off now. Anyway, what time is it? 37 minutes I've been online. And I didn't intend to sing live songs, folks. I just thought, yeah, bit of Dutch courage. Belt it out, see what happens. The TV, yeah, connected to a car battery. It was black and white. Do you remember the guy? He was like a lad, I think his name was Sean. And he knocked on the door of the stable, and we opened the door, and he come in. And it was about like midnight or something when he came into the stable, right? And he said, he claimed he'd had a toke of weed about 12 o'clock in the afternoon that day, and he was still stoned. Alright, see you soon. Anyway. That's a bit of my reminiscing there, folks. I've got to go. I hope people enjoyed the sing-alongs. Me little ditties, which I'm hoping to take out into a live circumstance. To pubs, clubs, and busking in the street. I've been working on a live set. Some heavy music with some, you know, backing tracks. Yeah, okay, folks. Anyone's watching? How many viewers have we got? 2 watching still, and I'm getting off anyway. But yeah, this was a live test. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you all very soon. Ciao.